we will certainly share the recording and the training can be completed through recorded meeting. I'm repeating, if someone could not join, we will share the recording and your training can be completed through the recorded meeting. This is my promise to all of you. Maybe that we are facing some problem from the YouTube side. We are not able to put it on the YouTube, but recording we will certainly put. Then you can go through the recording and complete your training. Those who have joined through Zoom, anyone can write in the chat box, am I audible? First thing. And second, whether my slides are changing or not. Two things, my slides are changing or not, or am I audible? You can write only two things, audible and my slides are changing. My slides are changing and I'm audible. Changing and audible. If you can write these two things, okay, very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. That means I'm audible. Now, this session will be done in two parts. I, Dr. Sunil Tripathi, will take on the topic called as vocational education in school. And second part is new books as per NCF 2023 on the guidelines of NEP 2020 that will be taken by Diet in Charge, Mrs. Sona Yadav. Okay, so this will be three things very important. Please note it down. Whether you have joined through Zoom or through YouTube, this video will be uploaded on YouTube. On YouTube, in the comment section, please note it very carefully. In the comment section, there will be Google form link for your feedback. My humble request, do fill the form because from that form only certificate will be generated. Certificate will not be generated from the form on which you have registered because those who have registered may or may not join. We will be issuing certificate only to those who will be joining. How I will get to know? Because I'm telling you in the meeting to fill a Google form on YouTube link, which I will share with this video, which will be available on my same channel. Link has been shared to you and it will be available maybe in 30 minutes, maybe in 1 or 2 hours, but it will be available there. Go there, go under description, you will find a Google form, fill that Google form for the certificate purpose. This will be 2 hours certificate from Diet Gurugram, which you can use as per CBSE guidelines and NEP 2020 guideline. Now, to understand vocational education, you have to understand, you have to see this chart as per NCF 2023. Vocational education is starting from class 6 onwards. I am repeating, vocational education is starting from 6 onward. If you see class pre-nursery, nursery, KG, that is Bal Bhatika, there is no vocational education. 1, 2, there is no vocational education. 3, 4, 5, there is no vocational education. Vocational education is there in class 6, 7, 8 and also in class 9, 10, 10th. 9th and 10th also there is vocational education. In 11th and 12th also there is vocational education, but that is optional. Bacha will take or bacha will not take. In 11th and 12th, there is also vocational education, but bacha can take and bacha cannot take. But 6 to 10 vocational education is compulsory as per NCF 2023. Now, 2-3 things very important. Please make it very clear. I am telling you, vocational education is compulsory in school from classes 6 to 10. But in the year 25-26, we are going to follow NCF 2023 only till class 8th. Only till class 8th. That means only in class 6th, 7th, 8th, vocational education is compulsory. For 9th and 10th, even in this year, vocational education will be optional. Vocational education or skill education, whatever you say, that will be optional. Bacha can take, bacha cannot take. Why I'm saying this? Because in class 9th and 10th, we are going to follow NCF 2005 for the current year. For the current academic year, we are going to follow NCF 2005. And as per NCF 2005, there is no compulsory vocational education. But whenever NCF 2003 will come in class 9th and 10th, then again in class 9th and 10th also vocational education will be compulsory. I hope I am very much clear what is vocational education and where you have to use, which classes this year you have to use and which classes in coming years you have to use. But 11th and 12th, it will always be optional as per NCF 2023. Okay. Now, if you go through this slide, which is page number 28 of NCF School Education, page number 28, they have kept vocational education in group 2. I'm repeating, they have kept vocational education in group 2. Now, if you go through NCF in detail, for group 2, they have written local assessment with external examiner. I'm repeating, for group 2, either it is art education or it is physical education or it is vocational education, they have written local assessment with external examination. Yani in days to come, even when 2023 NCF will be applied in class 9th and 10th, when NCF 2023 will be applied in class 9th and 10th, vocational education will become compulsory in 9th and 10th. In that time also, there will not be board for vocational education. That will be internal examination. That will be your internal examination. As you conduct your practical, someone from some other school will come to your school. The internal teacher and external teacher will sit together, conduct the examination, and marks will be allotted for all these 3 subjects when NCF 2023 will be applicable in class 9th and 10th. This is written in NCF. What it may be that some organization changed some rule, so I can't say anything. But presently, this is written in the NCF. Now, presently, we are not following NCF 2023 in class 9th and 10th. We are following only NCF 2005. In 2005, there was no NCF compulsory vocational education. So that is being run as a skill subject. And for that, there is a board going on. Bacha take as an additional subject and bacha do. That is the process you all may be following. We are also following the same thing. Now, group 3, group 4, I'm not going on NCF. I will be covering only and only vocational education today. But you all should be knowing, as per NCF 2023, there are 4 groups, 8 curricular areas. For group 1, 3, and 4, there will be board. For group 2, there will not board. So that all, I hope, whenever you must have attended my NCF training, you must have gone for that. If you have not attended my training, that training is available on my YouTube. You can go through that training to go into detail of NCF 2023. Now, please see the page number 127 of NCF. What it says? It says for vocational education, art education, and physical education, group 2 subjects. These are the group 2 subjects. For all these 3 subjects, there will be local assessment with external examination, in which 75% will be demonstration based. Means if some child is doing some kitchen gardening or AI or data science, there will be demonstration of his skill, not examination. Only 25% will be examination. Only 20. So if you are applying vocational education in your school, please do not keep 100 marks paper for vocational subject. Please, for at least for 6, 7, 8, when you are following NCF 2023, do not keep 100 marks paper for skill subject, for vocational subject. This is specifically written on page number 127 of NCF School Education. My humble request, download NCF, go on page number 127. I have not written anything. If there is any spelling mistake also, I have taken only the screenshot of NCF and make it bold so that it will be visible. These sentences, whichever is written on the screen, it is not my sentence, it is written in the NCF. So 75% should be demonstration and only 25%. So please, if you are following ICT, let the bacha do something in the lab. Your teacher should be observing. On the basis of the observation, on the basis of that file, on the basis of that demonstration, the project work, 75% marks should be allotted, and only for 25% marks, some concepts and all, there should be examination, which is written in NCF 2023. I am sure I am clear. Next. Now, if you see, another very important thing which is written in NCF, page number 445. I'm giving you page numbers so that you can see the reference whenever you want to open. It is clearly written, vocational education should be run with existing teacher force. You are not supposed to appoint any AI teacher or kitchen gardening teacher or tailoring teacher or plumbing teacher or no. What they have written, if you want to run electronics as a subject, as a vocational subject in your school, please involve your physics lab attendant, please involve your physics teacher, please involve your physics, maybe mathematics teacher, and these three together can run electronics as a vocational subject in your school. If you want to run kitchen gardening as a vocational subject in your school, please involve your business study teacher, your accountancy teacher, maybe your accountant of the school, and these three together can run financial literacy as a vocational subject in your school. Please do not appoint a vocational education teacher. There should not be a teacher called as vocational educator in the school. It is written in NCF. Please do not do this. Because otherwise the teacher will be categorized, that subject will be categorized, and they will not be able to, that will always be treated as a grade B subject in the school, and you will not be able to get the objective of NCF by doing that. Please, same physics teacher, maybe if you want to do data science, involve your mathematics teacher, involve your economics teacher, and run the data science as a vocational subject in your classes 6, 7, 8. This is written. Existing teachers have to run vocational education. Please do not appoint any vocational educator in the school. Please do not do this. Another very important thing, if you go on page number 445 of NCF, what they are saying? They are saying there are three types of vocational education. They have divided vocational education in three parts. First part is called as work with life. Second part is called as work with material. And third part is called as work with machines or human services. I'm repeating, work with life, work with material, and work with human services. They have given example. Work with life means plants and animals. Work with machines means maybe plumbing, carpentry, maybe some ICT, that is. And work with human services, beauty, wellness, nursing, trade, transport, banking. These are human services. These are the three types of vocational education. They have divided into three parts. They are saying you should be giving at least one option out of all. Means you should be having one from life, one from material, and one from human service in your school. It should not be that whatever the vocational education you are doing, that all are from material, that all are from life, or that all are from human services. Try to do at least class wise, maybe in class 6 life wala, in class 7 maybe material, maybe in class 8 human. As per them, they are saying you should be giving all three options and bacha have to choose. But it depends upon your resources, situation, timetable, and all. So my suggestion, this is my suggestion, if try to have at least one of all three in different classes, so that you are at least giving one what a gist of the subject. Yeah, bacha, you can do this, or this. Now, another very important thing, whenever they are talking about vocational education, they are not saying that you have to prepare some plumbers or carpenters. No, they are what they are saying. If you go through this slide, they have clearly written that vocational education, you have to give the basic training. Suppose your Mali is absent, your bacha should be knowing how much water to be given to the plant so that if Mali is absent for next 10 days, plant should not die. That is vocational. They are not saying you have to create some gardeners in the school and they should become. No, they are saying that basic training, basic. If your what we tap is leaking, if your tap is leaking, your bacha who have gone through plumbing as a vocational subject, that bacha should be knowing there is a one horn which we can off and water will not come out, or from where I can remove this tap and put the new tap here. That basic knowledge bacha should be having. But it is not like that कि बच्चा, if you are doing vocational subject as electronics, your बच्चा should become some electrician and they should be doing a job of electrician. They are not expecting this much from the school. They are expecting basic knowledge that बच्चा should be having, so that while selecting streams, while selecting subjects, while selecting careers, they can decide whether I have to go into this career or not. That basic knowledge bacha should be having. This vocational subject will be very helpful in stream selection after class 10th, and career selection after class 12th. So please take it in that way, that it should be a project, that you should not be in a situation every bacha is taking science or every bacha is taking math. No, if you are running vocational subject carefully, maybe after going through data science or after going through financial literacy, some of the bacha will say, oh sir, I want to take commerce as a subject. Now, please, on page number 450, they have given you some examples of vocational subjects which you can run in your school. On CBSE website also, they have issued the curriculum also. You can go through that. But they have, and in NCF they have soil management is there, basic agriculture is there, handicraft is there, clay work is there, painting is there, maybe using basics of modern machines, yoga is there. I see now yoga is a vocational subject. You can run as a vocational subject. Now carpentry, tailoring, financial services, these are different vocational subjects which you can run. And very good example they have given. Please, maybe in class 9th and 10th we have to follow CBSE and the curriculum and all, but at least in class 6, 7, 8, I'm repeating, at least in class 6, 7, 8, NCF is saying if you are from Muradabad, there can be something related to bangle making. If I'm correct, there is a bangle making can be a vocational subject in your school. If you are from Agra, there can be leather work, some leather work designing or leather work can be in your school. If you are from a village, agriculture can be a vocational subject in your school. If you are maybe from a place where lock is Aligarh, then if your school is located in Aligarh, the lock making, the packing of, that can be vocational subject in your school. So vocational subject is totally dependent upon your clientele, your bachas, the resources available, what type of bacha you have. I have seen Mayo's College Ajmer. They are running tailoring. I have seen there with the association with USA. USA is a company which have they make machines, swing machine. So Mayo College Ajmer have a course for their girls swing as a course. So that type of thing you can do collaboration and you can run these type of courses. Now, see this, another very important thing on page number 450 they have given. Try to have connection of your vocational subject from one class to another class. Suppose if you are doing agriculture in class 9th, suppose you are doing, then you should be doing gardening in class 10th. It should not be that you are doing agriculture in 9 and doing carpentry in 10. Why they are saying this? The subject should be related. Agriculture and gardening are related. Plumbing and carpentry, in both the subjects, bachas have to use pechkas, a screwdriver, or maybe plus, or maybe what we can hammer. So that how to use, how to what should be quality, what should be quantity, what should be the weight, how to use the hammer, that all. So please, beauty and wellness, if bacha is doing beauty and wellness in 9th, let the bacha do nursing in 10th, because these two are related. That will be another grade of the same subject, related subject, not same subject. So whenever you are running vocational subject, if you are doing something in 6, so try to have at advanced version of related subject in class 7. Try to have another advanced level or advanced version of the subject in class 8, so that bacha's mind should go into that direction. It's another thing. Now, if you go through a document, you can find it on the net, NSQF. NSQF is the document which defines different level of skills. Different level of skills. You may find electrical engineer in ITIs also, in polytechnics also, or in BTech colleges also. But what is the difference? There are levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. If I'm correct, in ITIs, they do till level 4. In polytechnic, they do till level, I think, if 6 or 7. In BTech college, they do till level 8 or 10. Now, same way, they have said in school, you have to do only till level 2. I'm repeating, level 2, basic knowledge. Whatever the vocational education you are doing, of that only till level 2, basic knowledge of that. Please, if you are doing electronics as a vocational subject in your school, please open NSQF and see what is level 1 and what is level 2 written there. Do only that. If you are doing plumbing as a subject, please open NSQF and go through its level 1 and level 2 and do only those topic, those part of the skill in your school. Do not try to make bacha very much experienced engineer or something like that. No, it is not required. Only level 1 and level 2, very basic, routine, repetitive work, limited knowledge, how to handle machines. They should not become some aeronautical engineers by going through vocational thing. They are not expecting even that. Now, this is another very important slide I wanted to show. This is preparatory. This, if you see this middle wala, where vocational education is there, the number of period for vocational, please see this. This will give you an idea. It is not a subject which you will have one period in a week and it will be done. No, you will be doing same thing what you did with CCE. Then you will be only completing the papers. No, please do not do that. Number of period for mathematics is 172. Number of period for vocational education is 165. That means approx number of period. If you are giving 6 period in a month, sorry, in a week for mathematics, you must be giving 5 period in a week for vocational subject. If you are not doing, that means you are not doing the justice. You are only, okay, 1 period of ICT, my vocational education is done. 1 period of maybe gardening or financial literacy, my vocational education is done. No, if you will be doing this is not justice. They are coming with a new book of NCERT where syllabus is very less. In case of mathematics, science, social science, they are reducing the syllabus so that you can use more number of period in vocational education, art education, and physical education. Please, my humble request, do not give 1 period of sports in a week and my physical education is done. No, it is not done. Please, it is clear this timetable is from NCF 2023. I have not made it. This is a particular page of NCF. I have not written a page number. Go and see. They are advocating how many periods you have to give for vocational education. Now, you will ask me, sir, the vocational education book issued by CBSE is of only 45 pages. What we will do for 165 periods? That is there you have to use the creativity. They do not want to give you more content. They have given you only that 45 page or 50 page given by CBSE is only the curriculum part. Now you have to use your own skill, give some projects, give some activities which bacha will be doing, and that you have to, because you have to see the demonstration. Your evaluation, your observation is going to give the marks. So my humble request, do not try to read the book. Okay, chapter number 1 done, chapter number 2 done, chapter number 3 done. Data science book has only 45 pages and it can be covered in 10 periods. Then what you will do for next 155 period? Data science means there is a chapter called as collection of data. Give the bacha task. Let them go to different classes. Maybe data related to birth, date of birth. Maybe data related to age. Maybe data related to how many bacha present in the school. Let them collect the data, present the data. Maybe chartical presentation, maybe bar diagram, pie diagram, whatever they want to do. Let them make the big charts and all. Let them make the maybe some data science fair in the school where everybody is presenting their data. That they are talking about. If you will, in the class, you are doing that book issued by CBSE. It is available on CBSE website for maximum of the skill subject. There are book, but they have only 15, maybe 25 pages or 50 pages or 45 pages. Some have 48 pages. But these are the only guidelines. Please do not, teacher should not be reading that book and after that there are some questions. Teachers are doing that question, my vocational subject done. No, it is not vocational subject. My humble request, have a training in your school. Principal, vice principal, coordinators can have training of the teachers, and then you can run vocational subject in the school. This is my humble request to all of you. This is for secondary also. If you see class 9th and 10th, when vocational education will come. This year it is not coming. It in days to come. Again, here also, number of period for vocational subject is 165. What that mean? When external examiner will come from outside, he will be expecting some projects, some work done by the bachas. It is not only going through that book and the questions are being asked, my skill subject done. Please do not do that. This year it is not being applied because this year we are not going to follow NCF 2023 in class 9 and 10th. This year we are going to follow only NCF 2005 in 9th and 10th. So 6, 7, 8, please use 6th, 7th, 8th as your nursery so that your teachers can be prepared for main classes of 9th and 10th in the board classes, and they will not face problem in days to come. This is very important. I am showing you one vocational subject which is financial literacy. Now, what they have given, they have divided the subject, the book chapter into different subjects. I told you in the very beginning, there will not be any vocational educator. There should not be any financial literacy teacher in the school. There are chapters. Now, there is chapter related to barter system. Now, barter system was the history. This chapter should be allotted to history teacher. Evolution of money, that is related to history. That should be allotted to history teacher, that is SST teacher. Another way, there is Radha and a frog. There is a story in that book of vocational subject financial education in the CBSE website. Now this chapter should be given to English teacher because there is a story, and English teacher, what English teacher do? They go through the story, then there are questions, teacher asks. So that is the way for any of the vocational subject. Do not give that subject to a one teacher and do it. Please try to divide the chapters of that subject in 2, 3, 4 teachers, which they will be doing along with their own subject. This division I have not done. This is available on website of CBSE. This is available on website of NCFE. NCFE is the organization who have created financial literacy wala vocational subject for CBSE. So you can go and see there, this type of division is given. Same, whatever the vocational subject you are running in your school, please divide the curriculum into 2, 3 teachers and they will be doing, and at end, all will collaborate together and come up with some project, some demonstration, some activity where you can call other class teachers, other class bachas, maybe parents to visit the school and see that this has been taught during the vocational subject and during the classes of the vocational subject, and bachas has come up with this knowledge, this project and this. So this is the theme of vocational subject. It is not a chapter to be taught in the school. No, it is not the chapters to be taught in the school. Please, my humble request, my suggestion to all the principals, all the coordinators. Now, this is for 9th and 10th also, you can see if you want, but this year we are not going to follow 9th and 10th. This is all from my side, which I want to tell you about vocational subject, how you have to run. Now, if any one of you have any question related to vocational subject, please, you can raise your hand. I will give you authority to ask your question. I will give you authority to ask your question. I can take one or two questions. After that, Sona ma'am will take over. Any one or two question I can take. If you want to give any feedback also, I will love to take that feedback. Even if you want to criticize, I will be happy to take that criticism also, because it will give me a chance to improve in future. Anyone want to ask any question, any feedback, any criticism, or should I give to next speaker? Anyone? You can raise your hand. I will give you right. Okay. One is 3. Okay, ma'am. Now you can speak. You can unmute yourself, ma'am. One is, yes, ma'am, please.
Good evening, sir. This is Vasanthi.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, just to recall as to what you have told, shared so long, for the forthcoming academic year, 2025-26, it is mandatory that all the schools have to have compulsorily this vocational education for classes 6, 7, and 8. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am. This is 100% correct, because as per CBSE latest letter and NCERT letter, they have said we are going to follow NCF 2023 books in class 6, 7, 8 from this year. So NCF 2023 says that vocational subject is a compulsory subject. That means we have to follow.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Now, anyone else? Next, anyone? Syllabus or book. Somebody have written syllabus and book. I'm telling you, please go on CBSE website. Go on CBSE website. There is a link for vocational subject. If you could not find it, please WhatsApp me on my number, which is 9999469946. I'm repeating, my number is 9999469946. You can WhatsApp me there. I will share the link of the all vocational subjects content available on CBSE website. That I will share. Don't worry about that. Now, another is Rachna Saluja. If I could not speak it correct, pronounce it correct, please. Ma'am, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, ma'am.
My question is like we are in having vocational education as one book. We are following it as a subject already. And then we received a letter regarding skill subject. So in our Vidyalaya, we have two things running. One, we are following a vocational education book and the skill subject also.
No, ma'am. Okay, I'm telling you, CBSE, wherever CBSE is using terminology, they are using skill subject. NCF have used the terminology vocational subject. These are two same thing. I'm repeating. CBSE have used the terminology skill subject. NCF have used the terminology vocational subject. But these two are same thing. These are one and same thing.
Excuse me, but we have like different completely NCERTs.
You may be following. I can't go and say anything about your school. What I understand, what is my knowledge, I can tell that. So please talk to your principal, talk to your system, what to do. We can't do anything into that. Okay. I hope I'm clear. Okay. Anyone else? Dr. Mala. Okay. Yes, ma'am, please. Please, ma'am, your question. You can unmute yourself. Dr. Mala, you can unmute yourself. I have given you the right to unmute.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
I'm ready to take any feedback, ma'am. Any positive, negative, you can tell. It's okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, I just wanted to ask, as mentioned, that right now the vocational subjects are not compulsory in class 11th and 12th, right?
Yes, yes.
They will be in the coming years. So whenever they will be made compulsion in the coming years, that means the number of subjects with the students will increase.
Okay,
If I
okay.
say
As
right
per,
now,
okay, I got your question. As per NCF 2023, as per NCF 2023, vocational subject is not compulsory in 11th and 12th. So even if NCF 2023 will come in 11th and 12th, even then it will not be compulsory. Bacha can choose, bacha cannot choose. Same manner as bacha is choosing physical education, computer science, accountancy, physics. Same way, bacha may choose a vocational subject along with his physium. Now bacha is choosing physics, chemistry, math, and physical education. In future, when NCF will be there, bacha will choose physics, chemistry, math, and maybe one vocational subject along with English and Hindi, because there will be two languages at that point of time. Whenever NCF 2023 will be applied in class 11th and 12th, there will be two languages plus four subjects. So bacha can choose that fourth subject as a vocational subject. But in 9th, 10th, and 6th, 7th, 8th, this will be compulsory. This bacha have to choose. There is no option. But this year, again, we are not going to follow NCF 2023, 9 and 10. Only 6th, 7th, 8th we are going to follow. So 6th, 7th, 8th compulsory, 9th and 10th optional. School may run, may not. Okay?
thank you. Thank you, sir, for your positive response. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. I hope I have given the answer of every question. Monica Malik ji. Yes, ma'am, please. You can ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, my question is regarding class 9, 10th, and 11, 12. If the child is choosing the vocational subject in class 9, and 10th, will it be reflected in the assessment report also?
Yes, ma'am. 9th, 10th, it is at presently we are following NCF 2005. As per
Yes.
2005, and vocational subject or skill subject is a pure subject. So the bacha will go for the board and it will be treated as same as his other subjects are treated. Same way.
Okay.
Okay. But
Okay. Thank you, sir.
once NCF 2023 will come, and there it is written for vocational subject, there will not be any board. There will be local
Right.
assessment with external examiner. So that will be followed
Right.
in years to come. Not, don't worry about this.
Okay.
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 Now
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to take the question of Mr. Sorry, Miss Akshira. Akshira, maybe I'm wrong. I think she has gone left. Okay. Any other question from anyone? No question. Okay. Sona ma'am, are you there? Sona
Yes, sir.
ma'am,
Yes, sir. Good evening.
now
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
you can take charge, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sunil Tripathi ji, for taking the session on vocational education.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. You
Okay, okay,
can switch off on your camera.
okay. So, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you are audible. You are clearly
Okay,
audible.
okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for joining the online session. As Sunil Tripathi ji has already discussed about the NEP and NCF-SC. As we know that NEP 2020 is already implemented, and on the basis of NEP 2020, NCF has been designed and planned. And as per the NCF-SC, school education, new books has been developed, and in the coming session 2025-26, the new curriculum for class 6 and 3, now new books has been designed, new books has been introduced for the coming session. So today in the short period, we will discuss about the vision, the pedagogy, and the aim and objective of the new books, new curriculum, right? So today I will take session, we will discuss about the class 6 English book. That's name is Urvi. So before going to the book or before opening any kind of chapter or text, first of all, the foremost duty of being a teacher, being a principal, being a leader, our duty is to study why the book has been designed. What's the vision? What's the philosophy? What ideas? What are the main components? Why the curriculum is based on NEP 2020? What are the need? So before going to the text, before going to the theme and chapters, we have to discuss, we have to elaborate, we have to give an opportunity to our teachers and students to think about the book, why the title of the book is given, the color, the number of pages, the selection of themes, number of chapters. So how many things, how many work has been done to develop a book. So NEP 2020 strongly recommend that 3 language formula is recommended. 2 Indians, 2 language, native language. One must be regional language. Second must be the regional language, the Indian language, and third maybe as the choice of the children, of the bacha. So NEP 2020 says that if we want to develop the critical thinking, if we want to develop the innovative ideas, we want to develop the 21st century skill, the communication skill, reading skill, if we want to develop the analytical skill, then the development, the curriculum, the text should be designed as per the need of the hour. So NEP 2020 says that if the child should have a descriptive, the child must be logical, then how we can help the child to become an analytical approach, to have an 21st century skill development. So the book is the one and only tool through which we can develop their imagination power, their critical power, their thinking power, their social interpersonal skill, their emotional skill. Through text, through curriculum, we develop, because the content, the each and every line of the textbook is very important. The intensity of the word, the intensity of our language is very important. So NEP 2020, as per the NEP 2020, class 6 book, Purvi has been developed, has been designed. If you have a time, look over it, go through the textbook, the Purvi, read from the very first page. Right? So before distributing or before going in the hand of the children, of the bacha, first as a teacher, as a leader, as a educationist, we have to study the book. We have to study the approach, the dimension, the methodology to teach a book. We are dealing with the middle stage, the class 6. Earlier, the 1 to 5 is the primary stage, the elementary stage. As we come in the middle stage, learning is different, culture is different, their dialogue is different, their performance is different, environment is different. So make them chance, make them understand the textbook. The Purvi is beautifully designed, a very compact, very beautiful book. Each and every chapter has a theme. Especially if I talk about the NEP 2020, it's talk about the 5 blocks. 5-block approach, it means let's learn, let's discuss, let's let's discuss. 5-block approach, let's discuss. In this column, in this activity, we have to give the chance, we have to discuss with the students about the topic, the idea, the title, the content on given in the book. Let's discuss. It means each and every student should be involved in the curriculum while interacting in the class, while dealing with the chapter. Let's discuss here the previous knowledge, their experiential learning, their environment, their learning, their culture, their background, their experiences must be incorporated while transaction any kind of lesson in a class. Let's think. Again, the column, the heading, let's think. It means the child have to think. They have to critically think over a title, over a topic, over a sentence. They have to elaborate. Their imagination power help in developing the column, let's think. It means each and every child has a different vision. Each and every child has the ability to think differently, share their ideas, share their thinking, write their ideas on the blackboard, on the flow chart, on the white paper, on the or any kind of other activities you organize. So let's think here means the ability to think critically. This is very important part. Each and every child has a unique vision, unique thinking, incorporate their ideas while teaching learning process. And the third thing is, let's speak. It means when we talk about let's speak, it means their communication skill, their presentation skill. When we talk about the 21st century skill, it means their communication skill, their presentation, their confidence, their body language, their personality. And the last, we talk about let's speak it, we talk about their learning. The learning, how much thing they have learned, they have understood, or is there any other difficulty? Is there any difficulty when we talk about let's speak, whether the child is able to speak? The child is able to speak on any topic, on any idea, on any line. It means the child has the ability to incorporate the previous thing. Let's discuss, let's think and reflect, and let's speak. Next column is let's listen. It means listen carefully. Listening is very important. If a child listen in a class, if a child listen each and every word and sentence, it means when we talk about listening, it means listening with understanding, listening with some kind of understanding. If they have the ability to convert the listening word in behavior, it means they are growing, they are learning, they are understanding. Otherwise, listening has no meaning. Always listening is associated with understanding, and understanding, it means their understanding, their listening should be reflective in their behavior, in their action, or in their personality. And the last, let's write. Let's write and explore. It means the writing ability. When we talk about the language, then the 4 parameters: listening, speaking, reading, writing. So here the 4 skills, they are elaborated in different kind of sections. And in the let's write, it means that each and every child should be given a different kind of work. When we assign homework, project work, or some kind of presentation, so assign them different activities, different projects, so that they can imagine, they can develop, they can learn, they can discuss with each other, the sharing of ideas, sharing of thoughts. Ultimate goal of education or NEP 2020 is the all-round development of a child. And how the all-round development of a child can be built? Through sharing of ideas, sharing of knowledge, fearless. Okay, so cooperation, critical thinking, and then innovation, use of ICT. So such kind of things can be included in let's write, let's explore. When we talk about let's explore, it means the community is there, family is there, environment is there, media is there, ICT is there, or other platform is there. So 4 or 5 blocks, they are very important, very you can say ki valuable blocks in the book. So please focus on these blocks, work on these blocks, and assign the works, assign the project, assign them homework as per the NEP requirement, NEP 2020. Another thing which I would like to mention, that each and every book, rather Hindi, English, Math, Science, especially I'm talking about here the class 6 Purvi, that is English book. And the book is divided into themes, into 5 or 6 themes. 6 units are there. Each unit has a theme. When we talk about the theme, it means we are talking about the sustainable development goal. As we know that we have 17 sustainable development goals, and each and every book, each and every chapter has a theme. When we talk about the theme, it means each and every chapter has a message. The message that is directly or indirectly related with the sustainable development goal. If you will go through with the textbook, you will find the theme 1, theme 2, theme 3. If we talk about the unit 1, it means the unit 1 is fables and folk tales. The unit 1 is named as fables and folk tales. It means here we are in this unit, we are talking about the folk tales, the culture. And the culture in the previous decades, the traditions, the values, the myths, number of stories, stories that we have forgotten, that we have lost. So recapitulate such kind of things, assemble such kind of stories, collect such kind of stories, make a collections, assign them a project to collect, to make stories that is taught by their grandfathers, their elders, or their any other members in the family. So fables and the folk tales, it means here we are talking about the preservation of culture. When we talk about the fables, the stories, the culture, it means the preservation है, हम culture की बात करते हैं. Next is friendship. If we talk about the unit 2 that is based on friendship, it means we are talking about the peace. We are talking about the love, the harmony, the interpersonal relationships. We are talking about here the empathy, the sympathy, the friendships, behavior. So I mean to say that each and every chapter, each and every next, I would like to hear, suppose, as earlier Sunil Tripathi had told that yoga is a vocational subject. When we talk about yoga as a vocational subject, and that subject, we have no yoga expert, it should be taught by a common man, by a common teacher in our school. So assign the particular chapter of vocational education of yoga to the English teacher, because sports and wellness is there. Unit sports and wellness is there, that is directly or indirectly related with yoga. So interpersonal curriculum approach, interdisciplinary approach is also we have find in NEP 2020 or NCF 2023. Such kind of things are aligned. So interdisciplinary approach, self-awareness, positive mindedness, essential life skills that is required, and all these things are mandatory for yoga. So yoga and sports. So whenever we talk about yoga, if you don't have yoga teacher, then give the units of health and well-being to the English teacher of class 6 or class 7. Your work will be easier. Next, I would focus on the curriculum goal. As we know that each and every chapter is designed for particular competency, for some objective or some goal. The curricular goal of this book is the student develop independent reading comprehension. It means summarizing skills of variety of texts. The curriculum goal, when you go through the book, when you read each and every page of the book, you will be able to know that each and every aspect of why the book is so beautifully designed. So each and every line is self-explanatory. So before dealing with the chapter, I request each and every teacher, please read the acknowledgement page, the preface page, the front page, the back page, index page, the point of view, the writer's point of view, why the book has been designed for this class 6. Summarizing variety of skills, texts like stories, poems, plays, articles, etc. Curriculum goal 2. When I speak about CG curriculum goal, it means here I am talking about the competency of a particular class. It means the class 6 child must be able to write a beautiful poem, a beautiful folk tale, folk stories, poem, essays, or anything else. The child must be able to design, to draw in a cartoonistic form, in a pictorial form, in a presentation form. The child must be able to develop the competency of curriculum goal 1, that is CG1 curriculum goal 1. It means the development of kind of competency. And when about the competency, it means I am talking about the skill. Competency, it means the skill. The child is able to develop any kind of poem, any kind of story. He or she has the ability as per the age required. The curriculum goal 2, it means attain the ability to write about thoughts, feelings, and experiences of social events. It means the child must be able to write, the skill of writing. Here we are, when I talk about the writing skill, I'm not talking about, or the text is not, or NEP is not talking about the simply giving the answer of a text. When we talk about the writing means a vast area of writing, and the child must be able to write any kind of social events. The child must be able to develop, or a child may be able to maintain a daily diary, able to write a log in, or on any kind of platform, or any kind of social event the child is able to write. When I talk about the CG3, it means curriculum goal 3. It talks about the effective communication skill, for not for questioning, answering. Communication skill clearly mentioned that not for questioning, for answering. It means when I talk about the effective communication, it means analyzing, responding, think logically, responding logically. Each and every aspect is related with curriculum goal 3. It means the child must have the ability, the competency, the behavior skill, the communication skill is also required in the 21st century skill. Explore different literary devices. Literary devices, when I talk about the literary devices, it means different kinds of literature. He or she must have the taste. One should have the taste, one should have the quality to explore a number kind of writings form, like poems, stories, novel, literature, drama, theater, dialogue, enactment, stage performance. Such kind of things should be developed among the children while teaching a book. Ability to recognize the basic linguistic aspect. It means the knowledge of basic linguistic. It means the grammatical knowledge, and the basic knowledge is also required if we want to develop such kind of competency among our students. So I mean to say that curricular goal, each and every book has a curricular goal. When I talk about classics, history books, it means we are talking about our past. So here past means the child has the ability to explore a variety of platform. Google form is there. Google is there. Parents is there, society is there, community is there, grandfather is there. They must have the ability to explore our past. Number of interactions, projects, assignments can be given to explore their knowledge. So I request the focus of the book is developing competences, listening, speaking, reading, writing. That is very much related with our language. So when we talk about the language, it means we are talking about the culture. We are talking about the development. We are talking about the vision. We are talking about the learning. We are talking about the environment, the culture, reason, religion he or she is living. So language is the only tool through which we can evaluate, we can judge, we can say that he or she has a kind of knowledge. So various curricular areas and different एज ग्रुप्स के लिए अभी क्लास 6 में पूर्वी है. If you go through the class 3, Santoor is there. On class 3 and class 6, we have new curriculum textbooks designed on NCF School Education 2023. So I humbly, I request all of you, please go through the new textbooks, class 3 and class 6, beautifully designed, beautifully wait for a moment. Yes, NCF 2023 talks about the skill engagement, talks about the need to grow. When we say that skill subject, class 3, class 6, 7, 8, we have vocational subjects, right? So when we talk about this vocational subject, it means we are talking about the skills that need to grow. It doesn't mean that the focus should be on the tailoring, on the gardening, on the painting or plumbing. Rather, being a language teacher, being a subject teacher, it's a primary duty that we can develop a skill based on the textbook also. The skill that is needed to grow. It means definitely I need plumbing skill as well as I need the writing skill. I need the language skill. I need the communication skill. I need the writing skill to grow. It means the skill that needs to grow, all the skills are essential. All the skills are important as they advances in their life. Because if you want a kind of advancement, it means the skill is required, the proficiency is required, mastery is required. Secondly, if we talk about a diverse culture, then covering 9 subjects, because class 6 में हमारे पास कितने subjects होंगे? I think 9 subjects will be there. Class 6. So different subjects have different themes, different vision, different approach. But ultimately, when you go through any kind of textbook, whether history, English, Hindi, math, science, ultimately you will find they have a major theme, major idea that they want to develop a kind of skill among students, the competency they want to develop through curriculum. So read the each and every page of a textbook and then explore the thing, plan your ideas, plan your lesson plan, plan your activities as per the chapter. Each and every column, each and every section is very important. So never ignore the columns, never ignore the teacher bullets. At the end of the each and every page, I think there must be written note for the teacher. It means some kind of instruction is given. Take it seriously. Note for the teacher is means a kind of activity is there. Some suggestion is there how to do the activity or what's the purpose of this activity. Second thing is that some kind of different kind of projects, different kind of assignment. Please try to give them different kind of homework, different kind of projects, so that you can form a variety of knowledge, a variety of culture in your class at the same time. Suppose if you are giving holiday assignments in your class, then give them different assignments, different homework, so that they cannot cheat with each other, they cannot share their ideas with each other. They have to work, they have to find out, they have to struggle while completing, while making the projects. And when the child will struggle, they will find a different kind of platform, they will interact a different kind of people, they will interact their father, their mother, grandfather, they will go with Google, with internet, with their community member, with their peer group, with their elder, younger. It means different kind of work, different kind of assignment will be more beneficial rather than giving them one kind of project at a time. So try to give them a variety of work at a time. Even in the class, try to give them number of work at a time, right? Divide the class in group, assign them different activities, small activities that should be completed in 5-10 minutes, so that ultimately, because you have to take the presentation, you have to share the activity, in the whole class. So try to be more multilingual, more cultural, more dimensional at a time, so that their energy, their thoughts, their ideas can be utilized in a more beautiful way. So that is the message of this NEP 2020. Another thing which I would like to mention here is the pedagogy. How to deal with the chapters, deal with the activity. That is the part of pedagogy. At a time, take a number of activities, develop your own worksheet, develop your own tool, assessment tool, develop your own activities based on that particular activity, so that uh, when we talk about the activity here, means we are talking about innovation, the creativity, right? So pedagogy and content, that are two different things. Content is common for all, right? Content is common, the book is common for all the students or all the, we can say, reader for class 6. But the pedagogy may be different. It may be different. Pedagogy may be different, because same pedagogy, I have different pedagogy. Might be you have better pedagogy. Another has the another methodology of dealing a particular chapter. So try to be more innovative while delivering a lesson, while discussing the activity in the class, more colorful, more enjoyable, more experiential, more related with their culture, with their knowledge, so that they can take interest. When we talk about the pedagogy, it means we are talking about the learning style. Take a variety of learning style in your pedagogy. Incorporate the ICT, incorporate the cartoonistic form. Try to comfortable when we are making the content more easier to understand them, right? So my humble request is that we have to work on pedagogy. Similar pedagogy cannot be adopted at a time. We have to take a different kind of pedagogy for dealing different kind of themes, right? When we talk about the yoga, suppose classics yoga unit is there, health and well-being is there in yoga. So you can take a number of pedagogy, you can adopt a number of pedagogy by delivering the theme, right? It may be in the morning assembly, you can take yoga as a life skill, you can take yoga as a skill subject, you can take yoga as a professional subject. So number of activities, number of methodology you have to plan, you have to design. And assessment is also done in a variety of form. It may be oral, it may be written, or it may be based on their activity, on their performance, right? So pedagogy, it means, when we talk about the pedagogy, it means the balance approach, to the content, right? Balance approach to the students, so that they can easily understand all the texts, all the aims or objectives of the book, of the content of the chapter. Your instructions should be very much clear while dealing with the chapter. Instruct them in their own way. Ask them the assign, ask them the work, correlate their knowledge, their learning, instruct them less and give them opportunities more. When more opportunities is given to the students, the learning is more better. When this child-centric approach is there, results will be more better. When teacher-centric approach is there, a result may be less than the desired goal. When we talk about the child-centric, when we talk about the opportunities, when we talk about the more freedom to explore the things, the result may be higher, the result may be more judicious, more fruitful. So the condition of the classroom, that while dealing with any kind of text, your classroom should be always in an active mode. When I say in active mode, it means some kind of activities, we can say the involvement of each and every student, the involvement of each and every corner of your students should be in your pedagogy. It should be the part of your pedagogy. Suppose you have a very beautiful chart is there, then it should be the part of your teaching learning process. Involve the kind of TLM, involve the kind of teaching learning material in your pedagogy. Involve the handmade, the machine-made pedagogy, whatever you have or what you want to add in your teaching learning process. So add such kind of things, making your pedagogy more interesting, more beautiful. In the last, I would conclude one or two lines. We have to keep the purpose of the NEP 2020, the NCF. We have to keep the vision of 21st century skill. We have to keep the ultimate goal of our teaching learning process, that is the all-round development, that is the holistic development of our student. So it means it's our primary duty that one should be very judicious to his or her own duty while dealing with the text, while dealing with any kind of activity. Suppose today or yesterday or tomorrow, I am going to plan, I am going to do an activity, then each and every activity must have a vision, must have a goal, must have a theme, so that the activity must be incorporated with a sustainable development goal, or it should be aligned with the competency. It means CG1, CG2, CG3, or CG4. So each and every classroom has their own competency. So each and every activity must be aligned with the CG, or it must be aligned with the competency. So this is all about the class 6 textbook curriculum, that is Purvi. And I hope that I have touched to the major aspects of the curriculum of class 6 Purvi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for explaining the book in so nice manner. I can understand you are in the office. Today is the closing date. Ma'am is working as a government officer. Today is the last closing date. She is doing this thing from her office by using her phone. It was very difficult, but we wanted to do it in current session because you need a certificate before 31st of March. That was the date required on your certificate. That is the reason we kept this session today. And it was very difficult for ma'am to have this session, but I tried my best to convince ma'am that no, ma'am, it is required. Now, at the end, I want to tell you the process of getting certificate of today's session. You may have joined late. This video recording will be uploaded on my YouTube called Learning with Dr. Tripathi. You all have must received the link of that YouTube channel in your email. This will be uploaded before 8 p.m. today. You have to go on that channel. The first video will be called a diet workshop video. You have to go on that video. There can be two situations. Situation number one, you have joined through Zoom. Only 100 people could have joined through Zoom, but I have got registration approx 1,000 person, approx 900 people could not have joined through Zoom. Those people can go through the video, see whole video, go through the content and write their name in the comment section, your name and school name. All of you have to, those who have joined through Zoom, they have to write, and those who have joined through YouTube, they have also write, where not in the chat box of this Zoom. You have to write in the YouTube to mark your attendance, Then you have to go in the description section of the video. In the description section, there will be a Google form. In that Google form, your name, your school name will be asked, and there will be 4 or 5 questions to check whether you have attended the session or not, only to check your knowledge. That is a feedback type of simple post training questions. Please put yes, no, whatever is there, and your certificate will be generated and will be received in your mail in next 1 week. Please do not ask tomorrow, where is my certificate? My humble request. It will take 1 week, but I hope we could have done justice with you all. Whatever the 1.5 hour or approx hour, quarter to 2 hours you have devoted, you all must have enjoyed, learned, and you got to know about new books which are coming. New books issued by SCRT and NCRT are excellent book. Even if you are using private publication book in your class, please tell your teachers to go through new NCRT. Read new NCRT. There are steps how to teach. There is new methodology given in the new NCRTs. Even there is new NCRT for physical education. There is new NCRT for art education. Tell your sports teacher, physical education teacher to go through that. There is a curriculum for that, and they should be doing that only in their classes. They should not be bachas are playing cricket and physical education is done. It should not be like that. Whatever is the curriculum, they have to follow the curriculum for art education, physical education, vocational education. Then only you will meet the soul of NEP 2020. Otherwise, NEP 2020 will become only a paperwork. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And if anyone want to give any feedback, any comment, I can take 2 more questions or feedback. Anyone, any positive, any negative, any suggestions to improve in future. We are planning to come up with more and more workshop, online, offline, both. Diet Gurugram has conducted many workshops in many CBSE schools, and they have done excellent work along with government schools. They are doing the CBSE schools, trying to help to achieve your that mandatory completing your hours which is required as per the CBSE norms. They are helping. You can contact diet of your district for the training. Diets are made in every district for the training. You can contact your diet of your district. Please, we want training of this for our mandatory hours as per NEP 2020. The experts from that diet will come to your school. They will have training. They will issue certificate, and you can meet the CBSE requirement. Thank you very much, everyone. Anyone want to say anything, or should we close now? Anyone want to say? Okay. Dr. Mala, yes, ma'am. Please, you can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself, ma'am. I have given you the right to unmute.
Thank you for such an insightful session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your kind words. Any suggestion, any feedback, any criticism, anything, ma'am?
सुनील सर एक रिक्वेस्ट रहेगा, नेक्स्ट टाइम जब हम मीटिंग करें, जूम मीटिंग या ऑनलाइन मीटिंग,
यस मैम,
सो उसका लिंक वगैरह, उसका जो प्लानिंग होगा वो ग्रुप में हम थोड़ा अर्ली शेयर करें, सो दैट नंबर ऑफ पीपल दे कैन ज्वाइन स्टिल व्हाइल टेकिंग द सेशन. नंबर ऑफ कॉल्स are coming, so they were asking, they were eager to join the session, but
yes ma'am, I was also planning, but
we have a limit, right?
I tried to connect
Yeah,
on YouTube, but it could not be connected. But I'm going to share.
sure. Sure.
Yes.
So as Sunilji has said that Diet Gurugram is ready to work with the CBSE schools. So if you need any kind of support, academic support or any kind of training, then you can contact with Diet Gurugram or the other diets situated in the different variety or different areas of the region. So you can approach with the diets, ask them to organize sessions. Definitely they will help you, they will guide you, and they will be, and we are made for training purpose. So we are ever ready for your service. So please try to contact with the diet for the coming sessions. Thank you very much for joining. And once again, Sunilji, thank you very much for taking all the responsibility for organizing such
thank
kind
you
of
very
training
much
from
from our
beginning to
side
the
for helping all the schools, all the teachers. And thank you very much. I think someone wanted to say something. No. Okay. Anyone wants to say something? No?
Sir, namaste, sir. I just wanted to add on. Yeah,
yes,
the session was really enriching. We got to know about it. Sir, I would like you to please add some images from the book next time so that we also get a short peek in. Thank you, sir.
Which book, ma'am?
For the textbooks.
Okay, ma'am. I told you that ma'am is not at home. Today is the year closing. You know, government organizations, they have
Okay,
to
sir.
close everything. With humble request, she has joined on very means. I requested her a lot. She is very busy in closing, year closing. So this was the reason. Next time, certainly we will do it
Thank
accordingly.
you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Any other suggestion? No. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you.